everyone, this is Jeff P. It is August 24th, 2019, and it's approximately 38 days till the Feast of Trumpets, or Fall Feasts, or fall. Because a lot of things fall in the fall. Well, what happens in the fall? I think I've discovered a pattern. Namely, it's that time of year once again. Many of you have seen my video, the record-breaking red object appears right on time for the next earthquake. This was seen in a German web camera 2 months before the dutchsinse earthquake of September 17, a record-breaking depth of about 560, over 600 kilometers deep, and a magnitude about an 8.6. Happened twice on dutchsinse, September 17th. Look it up. Feel free to fact check me on that one. And once again, our little visitor is back. What I want you to pay attention to, that I posted this video on August 26th. Okay. And here we are once again. It had shown nothing. And before I go any further about this, that the reason why I'm not doing these videos lately is because every time I start hosting some of these YouTube websites, they seem to go down. Like I'm going to show in the next capture. How about this one? This was September 2nd. Guess what? In the fall, when things tend to fall. Yeah, there's a pun there. Okay. This record-breaking object here, if you haven't seen this, just go back and type this in and rewatch this. I'm not going to revisit this video. But this camera here is now offline. Coley, right? This is facing Switzerland. Look at that. It's offline. Okay, so it's kind of hard to make videos when they start shutting you down where this stuff is appearing. Yeah. And then we've got, how about this one? There's a big one. When did this appear? This is a web camera. I'm not even sure how to pronounce this, but it's a German hotel on this day. Okay? This is a live web camera. I'm doing this live. This is in Photoshop. You can go and visit this website yourself. October 31st. When is that? The fall. And here we go once again. Let's zoom in on that lovely picture. What do you think that is? We can see how this thing appears in the morning sky. And they're trying to cover it up with chemtrails, and this thing appears for a very brief time. Sorry, I went back one day. Let me go back. Okay, let's go back in hours, not days. There we go. Okay, so here we're going to go forward in time. We could see this strange thing, cloud appear right after the appearance of the red Kachina, which I believe Planet X would have been moving much faster than that. Just for a brief time, we got a little snapshot of this incoming planet that swung through atmosphere in the fall. Okay. So I'll leave a link for that in the channel. Moving on. Once again, that one still seems to be online. How about another camera? You ever seen this one? Guess when I took this snapshot? Second sun eclipse plasma discharge in Australia. Planet Nibiru News. Go back and watch this one. That was one of the craziest things I ever saw at this Australian airport. Looks like a lightsaber strikes out. Let me play a little snippet of that. Bam. Right? Bam. That effect only shows up once in this camera. Never to be seen again. I guarantee it. Here is this camera. I'm going to zoom that in. Can you see this? I'm trying to pronounce this. Jandakot Airport. Northeast facing camera. at October 14th, 2016. Well, let's just visit that little lovely web camera that gave me this awesome footage that all the trolls saying was a hangar gate and all the stupid comments. Well, 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 here, let's visit this camera. Here we are. And here's their thumbnail. Watch, I'm going to hit the refresh button, okay? So I'm not doing any trickery here. This is almost funny, right? Look at that timestamp here. See this? What year do we have there? July 25th, 2018. It's been offline for all those, well, like 18 months now. They took it offline after, wow, shoot. Right before that video, actually. It went on for another year. Anyways, we go. Time lapse. There is nothing to see here, folks. They ain't going to show you nothing. There's no time lapse. They show you the camera. In fact, let's look at the web camera wall. Talk about 65 cameras available. Really? How many cameras do you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, what? 10, 12 cameras? Are any good? Probably not. This one says it's online. Can we watch? Well, let's watch this one. Online. Let's hit the time-lapse button. Are they going to show us any time-lapse? No. See? Why put a time-lapse there if they're not even going to show us? Okay, well, you could see this for yourself. But, you know, for the hardcore skeptics, this is for you. Okay? So if there's any, like, you know, lens flares or anything that's normal, just keep rolling these cameras. There's nothing to be ashamed of. The following cameras are down. Yeah. Right. Okay. Ready for some cool stuff now? Because our little guest is back, and it's bringing on the pink skies. Okay? Let me translate this to English. For a brief moment in time, this is a camera in Germany. Just for a brief flash of pink skies. Not red, but pink. Right after sunset, the sky turns pink, and then you can see the dark glow of the red. And we'll talk about pink skies another day. But here's our lovely visitor on one of the cameras. I've got it on too. Check this out. You guys see this little dark area here? Let me watch this object. And we do see the redness of the camera here, and I do believe I've figured this out. Light, the red in the color spectrum travels at a very more of a straight line, harder to filter out. It travels, it always remains in the it doesn't deflect like all the other lights because of its wavelength is very long, so it pretty much travels straight through any lens technology or whatever. It's hard to filter out. But hold on. Okay, I just wanted to show you this little visitor's back. And guess what always seems to appear when these things appear? Now here's the news flash. If you've been paying attention. Alright. Let's go to this camera. Aha. This is where things get real good. Now, to the untrained eye, you may not appreciate this, but let me go back a few snapshots. If you haven't seen this strangeness already, let me keep you informed of what you're going to see next. We're going to go backwards in time, and here, if you in case you have missed it, we're going to see a transitioning shadow right here. Went from here to here, and then these mysterious triangles show up. What do you guys think that is? Anybody who's been following? 5 o'clock, evenings. Let's go back in time again. Way back. Keep your eye here. Watch how it transitions to the right to left. And now what do we got here? A triangle. Anybody want to take a guess what that would be? I'll give you a hint. UFO, maybe? How about that one? Well, folks, there are no straight lines in nature. Look at this. We almost see a line here and here. Why would there be a straight line across this cloud? What is the light source, by the way? Well, I suggest that it's the moon passing overhead. Let's keep going back. In fact, let's just go far enough back to see where there was total darkness and where everything looked relatively normal. We see the light of probably the city lights in the horizon. The moon starts to rise overhead, and we see the beginning of a formation of an incredible triangle. How does that happen? You guys see that? If not, please just go back and watch it on our PC, zoom in, and, if you can't see this on your cell phone, I am sorry, but there is clearly a triangle in the shadows here. Where is that? What is that? That is the shadow of a cloaked TR-3B type craft, and I believe its main purpose is to hide the incoming planetary system. In fact, I think they may be responsible. Here's the next shot. We go back or forward in time. This thing is just hovering here. Now, we've talked about this. Why are they always around for Planet X? Well, they're more here than meets the eye. We can see it. And then here we have what I think are the shadows of the planetary system that these things have been hiding. And so we actually have, and it was only a matter of time before we saw the shadows of the TR3 that don't perfectly bend the light. We have the triangle craft here, and we shadow here and here. Can you guys see straight lines? Why is there something like translucent shadow like in the sky? At the time of the purple skies, even here, we still see what seems to be a supernatural straight line. There are no straight lines in nature. Everything is curved. Go forward. Oh, look at this one. This is where things get even more interesting. So here, let me show. I'm going to click on this one again. And okay, now watch what happens next. This is cool. My, oh my, what is going on with that? It's like something behind a curtain, right? And like, look at that. I mean, see this here? Is that like plasma jets and tethering or technology? There is probably another craft here and here. In fact, I really believe there's an army of these things, and they follow around this system, keeping us from seeing them. In the next scene, we see this at 3 o'clock, and then at 3:30, we can see that this thing has moved probably a smaller craft. Look, we can almost see all three sides. That is so unnormal. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. And here's the hint of the planetary shadow that's been engulfed from all the weather manipulation from these crafts, because they have a subcompact nuclear reactor that superheats the water, giving us their fake cloud appearance. Go back and watch some of those videos. And then we get the appearance of the double shadow that appears for like 10 minutes in this one clip and this trim web camera. Keep in mind, this is all during the same time frame with the great guest that's showing. So stay tuned for, oh, look at this one. Let's zoom in on this one. Still going forward in time. Again, we could pretty much make out the three triangles. 1, 2, 3. That's not a lens flare. Not even close. And what is this object? You know, according to some of the Space Force experts, that I'm convinced that this technology, they're not cloaking like they're just hiding their surface of their skin. They're cloaking this thing like they did with the Philadelphia project, which was leaked out after Tesla's home was invaded. They took it to White Sands, New Mexico with JPL and reverse engineered this stuff. And when they turned on what they thought they were going to cloak that ship, that they opened up a portal, the space-time continuum. The soldiers on board were traveling, and some of them, after they turned it off, that some of the soldiers were embedded in the hull of the ship, and the rest came back practically insane. Very true story. But they perfected it now. And some may ask, well, why aren't airplanes crashing through these planes if they're always hovering above us? Shoot, all they got to turn up the energy field, the planes will pass right through them. And they can take off. They don't even need a bay door to come out of. They can just transfigure right through it. They just raise the energy state and just come right through the door. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So that's what I had for today. Don't forget to visit my new website. Due to all the shadow banning, it's Jeff P. I see you. Not that I actually see you, but just for memory's sake, it's easy. Remember, so on my homepage, and then we could see what I've got here is my favorite channels, and those that for featuring the best videos out on Planet X. Let's see, find this. So we can host your videos here as well. Also have web cameras. Not every web camera. I'm still working on them. But web camera networks that you could find, whole camera networks like Webcam Mexico, All Sky Cam, Aviation, Baysider, Light Beaches, Webcam Network, World Cams, Swiss Cams, Photocam, Dicta Sports, Skyline, International Space Station, Davis, Newmeyer, What's Up Cameras, Squaw Valley, Metro Cams, and much more. Borealis Panorama. This is a really cool one, by the way. French Hawaiian Telescope. There's so many to put on here. Just give me some time. This is where I've been spending a lot of my time, is putting this on here. And let's see if I go back to my home screen here. I was just going to show you how I'd like to host the favorite channels where if you've got some cool footage, we can post your video up here as well. Oh, that's interesting. It got deleted. Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's only back to those pink skies that we saw. That was pretty crazy, right? Only for a short time. Well, I do hope you like this video. Please copy, like, and share. Go visit my website. If you got web cameras or videos you'd like to share, leave a comment, and I will put it in my homepage of the new website. Oh yeah, this was the appearance of the Red Kachina 2. This was back in March, but I don't want to hit a copyright strike, so I'm not going to play that one. Yeah. As in case you were interested, let me mute this and play what you missed out on. What has now been offline for a year and a half, which was captured back in August. Like, what the heck is this? Why is the whole airport lighting up? Yeah. I still have them archived. So again, I say copy it, I mean literally copy it, because YouTube has literally deleted some of my videos without any warning whatsoever. No copyright strike, just disappear. Look at that. Look at that. The whole airport lines up. To see this lighting, I mean, yeah. And this one is now offline. I showed you the link. 65 cameras. Now we're down to like pretty much 0. Disappearing moon. Some of the most craziest stuff that I captured on this thing. Look at that. Oh, it would have been lovely to catch that on an actual video. Not just every 30-second snapshots. What that would have been like. Well, anyways, I hope you like this video. Have a blessed day.